Cash for Clunkers is helping the auto industry now, but will the program hurt automakers in the long run? Greg Miles is here with a look at that question. So, Greg, about 10 days into this $2 billion cash infusion for the program, but how big are concerns about production ramp-ups?
Hey, Judy, Yogi Berra, the famous Hall of Fame baseball player, said, it's deja vu all over again. Well, some analysts are concerned, that you're going to see a short-term a bump in demand here that may last only through Labor Day, then fall off immediately, in a very weak auto market. Now, Jessica Caldwell at Emmons.com says that could create a new old problem. Let's listen to what she has to say.
They're ramping up production, but it's not always so fast. So they could come to a point where they have too many cars again on the ground come fall and have to resort to the high incentives, which they did earlier this year, which really puts automakers in a tough spot.
And Jude, the automakers over the past few decades famous for flooding the market, then having to offer those fat incentives, just bleeding billions of losses.
And Greg, how much do analysts say demand could drop off when the program ends?
Well, really, it depends on the economy. But what we do know is that the current cash for clunkers, helped boost July sales, by up 16%. On an annualized rate, or up by more than 1.5 million units from the previous month, so it could fall back to those levels of, let's say, 10 million units or below. The problem here, though, it could fall even further because, remember, a lot of analysts are saying that cash for clunkers is taking demand from the future, so it could fall even more dramatically.
And, Greg, I'm assuming the automakers are spinning this pretty positively, but what do they have to say about these concerns?
Yeah, I spoke with George Pipas at Ford Motor Company. He's the top sales analyst. He says these concerns are totally unfounded. For example, he says that Ford right now has about 48 days of inventory, which is dramatically below their average of 60 days. He says even when they ramp up production, they won't even get near the 60 days. Also, he's trying to point out that this program does have some very positive longer-term effects, that the fuel savings from this $3 billion total is going to be spent is going to save about $750 million a year in gas costs for consumers. That's going to flow into the economy.
All right, Greg, thanks very much.